Hey YouTube, how are we all doing tonight? Hope we're doing well. Today we're checking out Ghostwire Tokyo, which is a game that I've been very interested in for a very long time. I have heard mixed things about it, but I'm interested to check it out, so that's what we'll do today. It's going to be a short one today because I do actually have other stuff to do. Before we do that though, I need to show you the conclusion to Sable. If you've been watching live on YouTube with me, then you'll know what this is about, but if you're just coming off the homepage or whatever else, then you won't, so you can just skip ahead for the next minute or so. Anyway, we were playing Sable last night, we were trying to get the platinum, and there was one trophy which just would not unlock, and let me just mute the game for a moment, not myself. I can just mute desktop audio there. Basically, what I did is I left the game running for about an hour immediately after the stream. I came back, I hit record on OBS, and then I tested this quest to see if it would turn itself in. And it totally did. So I didn't have to do a replay or anything like that. Basically, I just went back here after waiting about an hour. And yeah, I wish I could have shown this on stream, but the reality is we would have been waiting doing nothing for anywhere between 5 minutes to 55 minutes. So I don't regret doing this, but this is the Sable Platinum. I did everything the same, just ran over here, spoke to you, and bam. I'm not going to read this out. I didn't even read it as I was playing live. I just skipped through it like this. And that is the Platinum Trophy. What the hell is a trophy? That is the Platinum Trophy for Sable. One more down. As it is, that game I think is pretty cool, pretty chill, very cozy. But my god, does it run absolutely awfully. Like, I'm legit impressed. It's one of the worst performing PS5 games I've played ever. And it's like, yeah, it ain't good. It's honestly impressive how badly it runs. But that game is done now, which means I can delete it from my PS5 at the conclusion of this stream. So with that done, we can move on to the next game, which is Ghostwire Tokyo, which I'll check out right now. I love what they did with the logo here. I am, of course, talking about the availability of game hints. The only other issue I saw during my brief 2-minute testing on my alt is, oh, I've got to turn the audio back on. Let me sort that out immediately. One sec. One sec. I can hear the audio just fine, but you can't. The audio is very important, chat. Also, I suppose I should check if YouTube is actually live. One sec. Nonsense. Live. This is how you know I'm a professional streamer, chat. I'm going to turn the brightness up a bit because I know it comes through a lot less bright on the stream. Hopefully that's okay. Bethesda.net login bonus unlocked. No thank you. We get emotes? Really? Oh my god, I didn't even fucking... I'm so bad at this. Third try. It'll work now. Oh my god. That's a different logo to the one that I just got. And now it's skipping whatever I just unlocked, an emote or something. Yeah, I had the option to change the brightness here, like that, so I've brought it up from 50 to 60. Hopefully that's okay. Should I put it up to 70 because I'm feeling brave? Or wussy, whatever. Graphics performance mode, I will go with that. I did see on the alt that it defaults to quality mode, which is 30 FPS, but I'll go with 60 today. The only other issue I've seen is that there is volume that comes out of the controller. And similar to other games that I've played recently, I don't see an option to disable the controller audio and push it through the speakers. It is coming through the speakers, but it's not coming through terribly loudly, so I hope it's audible. I hope nothing goes wrong, but we'll see how we go. Also playing with Japanese audio because I can speak about 2 or 3 words of Japanese, and I'd love to point that out to you. Alright, so with that very false start, let's get started. I will be following a trophy guide for this because I just want to kind of get this game done, but this will be a blind playthrough at the same time, so I'll figure something out. Just want to check the guide to see if we need a certain difficulty, but I don't believe we do. We can just play on easy or normal, and that's fine. I'll play on normal if that's okay. Yeah, complete the game on any difficulty. I'm going to play on normal. Want to relax and enjoy the game's atmosphere and story. For those who want a bit more excitement and exploration, yes please. The player's confidence, I'm not. Tatari, I don't know what a Tatari is. For players who enjoy split-second decisions being the difference between life and death, and it talks about all XP rewards being set to 0, which I guess means we can't level up perhaps? I don't know, so I'm going to go with normal today. The massive pedestrian scramble spanning the four-way intersection. Couldn't read all that. I'm very familiar with that intersection though, I've played Persona. Gift pack items have been added to your inventory. Really? Outfit items will become available partway through Chapter 2. So this is the PlayStation Plus version. I have not purchased any DLC, I promise. Guessing that was a doctor. Tango Whiskey. Developed by Tango Gameworks, rest in peace, although they're not entirely dead yet. Emphasis on the yes. Married his sister, Akito the brother. No one's driving that car. I don't know if Japan drive on the right side or the left side, but if it's Australia, or anything like Australia, then there's no one in the driver's seat. That's why Tokyo. Why is there so much mess around here? I guess that's us, Akito. Can't use a live one implies that we are dead. We were killed in the accident.
ちょっと大丈夫ですか？
動かない方がいいって。今救急車呼んでるから。
No, you're not.
大丈夫か？怪我してないの？な
あ、全然電波来ねえんだけど。
Okay, he's trying at least. They see it.
なんだよこれ。
生きてやったのか。
Nice dead.
おい、寝ぼけたガキ。この体よこせ。
なんだよこの声。
そんな都合よくはいかねえか。
The fog makes people vanish, but we're okay because we're possessed.
あれ？
たく、ど素人が。俺は中にいるんだ。このぐらいなんとか耐えろ。だな。
なんだ。何か来る。
喋んな。隠れる。いいから今は言う通りにしろ。
I don't think we're terribly well hidden, but it's okay. Some of those are... distinctly not human, I guess. Whoa.
あいつ。
よるめなき魂。私の声を。私が君たちを救おう。私だけが君たちを救える。君たちの魂は純化され、来るべき世界の礎となる。すでに器は整った。それは魂の住まうべきところだ。
Is he addressing all of us or the crowd?
さあ、集え。良き終わりはそこにある。
What is that? Some massive beast.
なんだよあれ。
敵だ。あと。
何言ってんだよ。そもそもあんた一体。
おい、抵抗するな。体はもう俺のもんだ。お前はさっき死んだ。俺が出ていけばお前は終わる。
そんな。どうすれば。
お前に選択肢などない。俺に従え。
嫌だ。僕にはやらなきゃいけないことがある。
I suspect that part of your life is over. We're not making our way to the hospital.
やらなきゃいけないこと知るかい。うだうだ言うなら他を探す。お前は終わりだ。
他誰もいないぞ。
こいつ。
True.
悪霊だか死神だか知らないが、この体は僕のものだ。あんたの指示は受けない。
そうかよ。だったら力ずくで奪うまでだ。 消えてもらう。仕方ねえ。まずは付き合ってやる。だが忘れるな。お前の命を握ってるのは俺だ。あんまりダダをこねるようならお払い箱だからな。分かったら早く進め。
指図するな。
Chapter 1 Beginnings. Alright, so we're in control at long last. So as implied, we did actually survive that crash, but we're being kept alive now with this entity that's inside us, and specifically inside our right arm. I'm just wondering what all this trash is doing around here. Like, that wouldn't have been caused by the accident. We hit that van, but not all of this was ejected by the van, surely. What's wrong with your face?
なんだよこれ。
逃げ切れない。俺の指示に従え。指先に神経を集中させて解き放つんだ。
Alright, so we have a UI. Control guide, R to attack.
いいぞ。このまま攻め続ける。相手の攻撃は守りを固めれば軽減できる。
L1 is block. Defeats all enemies, block an enemy attack, the vanishing.
あるじゃねえか。残りを片付けようぜ。
なんだよこの力。
俺がいなければあいつらにやられていたってことだ。さっさとお前の用事を済ませようぜ。
そうだ。妹のところに行かなきゃ。
I doubt that she's going to want to see us in this state. Alright, X is jump.
妹に会いに行く途中で事故ったのか。
僕の体を奪おうとしたやつに話す必要ないだろ。
それもそうだな。
あんたは何者なんだよ。
先にお前が話したら教えてやる。それにしてもひどい景色だ。ここまでとはな。
Alright, circle is crouch.
これが本当に渋谷なのか。
I mean, it looks like Shibuya. I wonder if this is marrying our sister or just some generic news broadcaster or something. Alright, that's touchpad. I guess it's just a straight corridor through the shopping district to reach the hospital. Get to the hospital in a Shibuya now utterly devoid of any other human life. Akito decides to head for the local hospital to check on his sister, Mari. Mari is hospitalized here. I'm pushing triangle for that, but I'm a bit confused as to why the description is changing so much. I guess that's the objective versus the location. Shibuya Central Hospital, Mari is hospitalized here. Alright, so we Assassin's Creed now. I wish I hadn't seen that. Switch weaving. I guess weavings are our attacks. R1 is switch and hold is open attack wheel. Breaking enemies. Image not available. Panic message. What's up with this fog? Everyone's scared. Why are they running? L3 is sprints. That's R3, I don't know what that is. And I did see that we lose what looks like ammunition on the right hand side, but that's 28. And when we take out enemies, we get +4. I did see that at least.
Oi! さっきのを見てなかったのか。その霧に近づくな。
Stay out of the fog. Got it. It's making me hungry. Dead End Disappearing Act. I saw this strange guy out front of a bar. Something was wrong with his face. Like he had a mask on, maybe? He was dressed in black. I felt compelled to have a closer look. He turned and walked down a dead-end valley. Still curious, I followed. But then, or when, I looked into the alley, he was gone. It's a dead end. Where could he have gone? Yeah, I've played Silent Hill. Everyone's gone, but everything's still active. The electricity's still on. We still hear music. I don't know if it's just me, but I can sort of see symbols in the fog. Kanji symbols or something that I don't recognize. I'll try and translate those flags, but I don't want to embarrass myself just yet. What was that? Okay, that's just the objective marker popping up when I get in range. Just some food. What is a rice ball? Not going to read that. We're not playing Yakuza. I see it down the bottom right there, and I was about to ask, can we use that to improve our health? Recovering health with consumables. We hold triangle for that. You can restore health by eating or drinking consumables. In addition to restoring health, each food or drink you consume will grant a slight permanence boost to your max H. Excuse me? It's a permanent increase, wow. After consuming food or drink, there will be a cooldown period before you can consume something else. From the inventory menu, you can equip consumables to quickly use a laser when needed. It's a permanence. Wow, okay. I'll hold on to it for now, but that's... I've never seen that mechanic before. Okay, up on D-pad is a torch. And Rice is... you can see him making the motions to try and frame something with his fingers, which is very funny. Okay, the touchpad is basically just the map button, doesn't do anything else. Although I'm not sure how I triggered that. That's our weapon wheel. Right, I'm not sure how to... Okay, I think the touchpad is doing something. I'm swiping my finger on the touchpad and that's happening. I don't know how to sheathe my weapon, so to speak. Like, I can go into photo mode and get rid of it there, but there's probably a way of sheathing our weapon. If indeed we can call it that. Attack, ready. R2 does a lot of things, holy crap. Left is switch talisman, don't know what that is, and right is switch between bow / ethereal weaving. Let's do grapple on jump. There's a lot of things we've not unlocked yet. Yep, I found sprints earlier. Right, that was a fun little trip through the shopping district, but we're at the hospital now.
Nanda, これ。
向こうの世界の物体がこちらに干渉している。物は試しだ。触れてみろ。
Good philosophy. So that was not a strike, that was just a standard attack. Ether and crystallized ether. You will come across crystallized ether that can be destroyed with ethereal weaving, R2, or with strike attacks, R3. Doing so will shatter the deposit and release a shower of ether. Absorbing ether restores SP, the energy used to perform ethereal weaving attacks. Defeating visitors will also procure ether. So those faceless enemies, I assume, are called visitors. L2 is enter. That's going to take me a little while to get used to instead of jumping.
妹ってのは病人なのか？
ああ。
それはタイミングが悪いな。
病室は4階だったな。
Just want to see if I can see the missions here, because I do want to actually read this. Broken 1328, how you doing? You like this game, but it seems to linger towards the middle of the story. I like the style of it so far, although I'm playing very slowly as always. I apologise to anyone who's actually watching this. Hope you're doing well, dude. From a young man named Akito zips through Shibuya on his motorcycle, only to end up in a terrible accident at the Scramble Crossing. He emerges miraculously unharmed until a mysterious voice begins speaking inside his mind. With the town now utterly devoid of any other human life, Akito decides to head for the local hospital to check on his sister Mari. Akito makes his way to the hospital to check on his sister, but finds Shibuya is truly deserted, and worse, overrun with monsters. He makes use of the powers he has gained as a result of KK's possession, okay, that's been spoiled, in order to fight his way to the hospital. So this thing is called KK. Let's get to Mari's room, which... yeah, that doesn't tell me anything I don't already know. Actually get behind there. I feel I should be able to, but at the same time, well, I mean, it looks like there's nothing in there, so maybe I can't actually reach this particular point. So I'm trying to climb over here, but nothing's actually happening. Okay, there we go. Very awkward. I cannot read any of that. So the question is, can I get out of here now? Oh god, I may have trapped myself. Upper ass. Fajia mask, don't know what a Fajia is. So things floating around here, I can use those as reload points. Anxious message. Takun, come back right away. There's white smoke coming from the entrance. It might be poison. Oh, so it's Takun, not Takun. Tomomi, what happened? Nothing going on here. I was about to say that.
何のために？
あの世に連れ去るか、そのまま自分たちの餌食にするか。どちらにしてもあの魂は救われない。
止めなきゃ。
They're packaging them up and taking them towards the man in the mask.
待て、あいつらはまだこっちの存在に気づいてない。見つからないようしゃがみながら背後に近づけ。
I'll try. So I'm not done yet. I want to go back there and check the other direction. Quick purge. Sneak up behind an enemy unnoticed to defeat them instantly. Cool.
お前も力の使い方が分かってきたみたいだな。
Oh my god. Synergy level. Accruing XP will raise Akito's synergy level with his new powers. XP can be acquired by defeating enemies and completing missions. Gaining a level will increase your maximum HP as well as confer spirit skill points, which can be used to unlock new skills on the skills menu. That's a new menu that's appeared up top. Learning spirit skills. Gaining a synergy level grants spirit skill points. You can check your current skill points and spend them in the skills menu. Note that blocked paths of the various spirit skill trees require Magatama to unlock. I can't pronounce that. Try learning the Takehaya 1 charge attack spirit level. Spirit skill, whatever. Hell. Alright, I can't do anything here. I'm trying to push buttons and nothing's happening, so I'll do that again in a moment. Charge attack enables you to perform charged ethereal weaving attacks. Hold R2, the properties of which vary based on the elements equipped. Wind, shoot 2 homing bursts of wind in rapid succession. Water, shoot a blade of water 4 meters into hyperstar. Fire, shoots a fireball that explodes with a 4 meter radius. Okay, we D&D now.
Yoshi, いいぞ。
Alright, so we have 3 tabs: abilities, ethereal weaving, and equipment. We can't do anything with equipment apart from that, perhaps. Shinashiki, that has already been unlocked. Weak but rapid gusts of air. And we've unlocked that now, which allows us to charge. Most abilities are locked as well, although we can faster sneak, we can... Yeah, we can do a lot of stuff here, okay. I did check my inventory before. Actually, yes I did. It's just that that's the only item that we've got. Okay. Visitors. Yeah, I imagine a hospital would be a good place to find dead bodies, just saying. I don't know, I think you can go through there by smashing the glass. Patient registration card, Kyoko Kudo. Number 411585666, Kyoko Kudo, Shibuya Central Hospital. Please present your insurance card during your first hospital visit of each month. Okay, I see. So all of this clothing is here because the bodies have literally disappeared. Which means those piles of garbage we saw outside were basically crowds of people. Message to the family. Don't worry, Mum. I'm in the hospital now. I think I'll be okay. It's an enemy with a charge attack. Will do. Hold then release R2. That's a long charge. Now rip its core out. What? Grab the enemy's core. Alright, sweet Kano now. Swimming carcass. Hope you're doing well, dude. Don't even know how to pronounce that. Shoyu Senbi? Grilled rice crackers. Now I want to see just how much a charge attack costs first before doing that. This was a very long charge. Whoa. I'm trying to rip the core out, but nothing's happening. But I saw 6 and 3 there, but I think that's because I smashed the ether there, which is annoying. Didn't want to do that. So I can only pull the core when I see the prompt. Either way, it seems to be charging me up pretty well, so that's fine. Yakitori? Missing person flyer. We are seeking information about the following incidents. A girl on this photograph disappeared on April 15, last sighted shopping at 429 in Shibuya. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, please call immediately. Toll free. The numbers have been redacted, so it's not a real phone number. Just use 555, it's fine. I can't read any of that. That's... under normal circumstances, I'd say there's a problem there, but no, we've got bigger problems here. We're about to head into that corridor where we saw those enemies. Can I purge you from the side? No. Okay, I got problems. Right, she got knocked down, similar to the other dude, but that's not a kill. Well. Okay, let's heal. And I see the cooldown miso on the bottom right. It's just about to expire. There it goes. I can't believe that increases max health. I've never seen that mechanic before. It's a heal and it's also a max health increase. Apart from maybe the yellow herbs in RE4. I don't know what that says. Nasu. I mean, I read that. That's sensor. Nasu sensor? I don't know. My katakana's not that good. Notes a hospital tool director. Read. When I found Owada in the operating room, before he died, he kept muttering about how he could see some woman. Then I saw her myself. It was a terrifying sight to behold. She was like some kind of shadow, and she looked like she was wearing a mask. Please, you need to lock that OR. I've seen the shadows so many times since that day, and I know I'm not the only one. The room needs to be locked up before the patients start talking. A quiet patient is the best type of patient, clearly. Whoa. Alright, it's one of these games. No food in the kitchen or the cafeteria? Really? Disembodied voice, so I think I'm seeing things. Yeah, I can't imagine the hospital would have a crematorium installed, although I can hear something behind this blockade of chairs. How can you tell that's her from here? Nurses shift change notes. Tokiyuki Kuta, patient room transfer 403 to 402. 405, noise complaints for adjacent room. 410, low water pressure. 417, flowers came from brother, needs vase. None of the other patients have brothers, so clearly we're going to room 417.
マリー。
落ち着け。目に見えることを全て信じるな。
But if we can't trust our eyes, what can we trust? Yeah, I imagine there's no going back to our old life after this. Not after seeing what we've just seen here. Not even thinking about the whole demon possession thing. The man in the mask.
素晴らしい。生きながらにしてあちら側と接続されている。まさに理想的な観測者だ。これで計画は完全となる。
触るな。
誰だ。人間？
I'm guessing this man and the demon inside us are at odds.
お前は
Yeah.
愚かな。魂を解放してやったというのに、まだ肉体などにしがみついているのか。
今度こそ逃がさねえ。
意志の力か。興味深い。だがお前は後回しだ。
マリに触れるなと言っている。
そうか、お前の。案ずるな。私なら彼女を救ってやれる。
Whoa. Alright, so well, if we weren't fully controlled by the demon before, we will be after this. She's going to become an observer. Watching over the spirits going to the afterlife, perhaps?
ここは死んだのか。
ああ、何もしなければな。現世の時間で3秒、呼吸1回分で終わりだ。
嫌だ、まだ死ねない。
一つだけ方法がある。体をよこせ。妹は助けてやる。
あんたを信じろってのか。
無理にとは言わん。
I don't think you have a choice.
このままお前は死に、妹はあいつに蹂躙される。それだけだ。
僕は消えるのか。
さあな。祈れ。
That'll be a yes.
妹はマリー。僕は伊月明人だ。
今さら自己紹介かよ。まあいい。 KK だ。名前は捨てた。
KK マリオ頼む。
With a very empty bed. My face is looking better at least. Do we see her clothing there? Because if not, she was kidnapped in a different way to everyone else. Which makes sense, I guess.
俺には戸締まりしろってうるさいくせにこれだよ。
Where are we? I guess that was a flashback, but okay, never mind. I can't imagine we're on the... yeah. There's some weird shit going on.
ここは
おい、しっかりしてくれよ。
僕は消えなかったのか。
Seems so.
神様に感謝するんだな。ちった見られる顔になったじゃねえか。
黙れ。
で、体はもらっていいんだよな。
約束はしていない。現に僕はここにいる。
おい、裏切んなよ。
裏切ってない。
まあいい。居心地はだいぶ良くなったぜ。
妹を連れて行ったやつの居場所を知りたい。
あいつは目的のために大掛かりな儀式をやるはずだ。
じゃあそこに行けば。
ああ、今みたいに返り討ちだ。焦るなよ。今度は俺の行きたい場所に行ってもらうぞ。
I'm guessing for said ritual he needs to kidnap many, many other bodies. Like he's been doing right now. Yep, we saw that. Just need to leave. I recognise some of the Japanese words at least. Imotsuo was mentioned, which is sister, and Condor. Next, we need to do whatever. Yeah, I don't know a word of Japanese, chat. Intriguing. So what? We saw a flashback or something else where we locked a door and she was put into a room for her safety and that room was set on fire? I love how this game looks. Don't know what engine it's using, but whether it's Unreal or something else, but it looks really nice. There was some good use of CA as we came down this corridor when it was set on fire, which CA and good in the same sentence rarely ever happens. Let's go to the first floor. I feel like we shouldn't be using the elevator, just quietly. Like, this seems dangerous. Don't use elevators in emergencies. And this, I think, most definitely qualifies. We didn't see her close there, so she's not been spirited away like everyone else. Chapter 1 done. Mission complete, City of Shadows. Music Visitor, 500 XP. So if we're playing on the hardest difficulty level, we don't get XP. When your synergy level rises, your maximum HP will increase and it will earn something skill points. Chapter 2, Trouble.
だろうな。あいつの計画通りなら外との連絡も遮断されているはずだ。
ずっとあいつを追っていたのか？
ああ、やられちまったけどな。無駄話は終わりだ。行くぞ。行き先は有限坂だ。
Alright, so I have seen that there are 6 chapters to this game, and we have free roam or whatever it is up to the end of chapter 4. Well, that's one way of keeping us on the straight and narrow, I guess. Fog will drain your health and eventually kill you. It's best not to remain inside it for long, you don't say. It's roughly a 40-hour platinum from, well... Oh, come on, I can grab that. I can totally grab those. So, yeah. There's a long game coming, and the chapters, I guess, are going to take many streams to get through. To make our way over there, head to Yugenzaka. In order to take back his younger sister, Akito agrees to cooperate with KK, a mysterious being who is occupying his body. Lose my voice. With that, Akito awakens once more in Shibuya. Alright. I have 0 skill points, synergy level 2. Yeah, if I'm playing with the hardest difficulty level, I don't get XP, so I assume we're doing like a level 1 playthrough. Which honestly would be kind of cool to try out, but I don't have the time. How do you pronounce it? Hatnya? I think it's Hatnya. A mysterious man wearing a Hatnya mask as seen in No Plays. No? Don't know. Believed to be connected to the mass vanishing that has taken place in Shibuya, he grievously wounds Akito before whisking his sister Mari away. Main antagonist. Akito Izuki's 17-year-old younger sister and a high school student, a blaze that erupted in their apartments has left her grievously burned. Ah, okay. So she was in the hospital suffering from burns. That's what we saw. Burned and unconscious at Shibuya Central Hospital, Hatnya kidnaps her to serve as a catalyst for his ceremony. And KK is the spirit of a dead man who possessed Akito's body after the latter had sustained near fatal injuries in an accident. KK seeks revenge against Hatnya. And we are a 22-year-old student who gets into a terrible traffic accident in Shibuya. Teetering and on the brink of death, he is saved thanks to his union with a mysterious and shadowy being. After losing his life to a man wearing a Hatnya mask... Okay, so he did lose it. I guess these will expand as we go on? Don't know. Akito merges with a shadowy figure that goes by the name of KK, completely restoring him to life. Together, the two of them pursue Hatnya, who has kidnapped Akito's younger sister, Mari. What is a rice ball? No, we're not reading that. I'm here to play this game and learn about this game, not about Japanese culture. We'll do that when we play Judgments, which will be something I will play on this channel. Mika? I guess that's currency, but it's up on the top right there. I would have just gone with yen, but okay. So I found out. I'm disturbed by the car alarms and going off and the music in the background. It's definitely got that vibe to it. I guess all these cars are crashed because their drivers just magically disappeared. So then the question is, why did we not disappear off our motorbike? We hit a car that was not being driven by anyone because their driver had vanished. That looks like a Tory gaze. Oh, we've seen that. I can't see a description for the next objective though. From KK, Akito manages to locate Mari's hospital room but is grievously injured by the man in the Hanya mask. The man spirits Mari away and leaves Akito for dead. On the verge of death, Akito agrees to cooperate with KK, who in turn saves his life. With that, Akito awakens once more in Shibuya. I think I might have read that. I don't remember. More visitors. I could try soul purging one of them, but it's only going to be one. Oh hey. Whoa. Yeah, I forgot about that. I get 7 back for that. Oh, I should have gone for this. Whoa. Okay, that didn't work. I think I just missed. All reaction time. Okay, he's not dead. Interesting place to park your motorcycle, I guess. What have we here? Cleanse Torii Gates. Is that how they're getting into this world, through the gates?
いいぞ、浄化はできるみたいだな。おい、社の中を調べてみろ。
この鳥居から霧が出ていたのか？
みたいだな。お前が浄化できるとは思わなかったよ。
Okay, that's incredibly disturbing. The fact that we've lost so much fog means that that's unlocked so many areas. Gadank. How you doing, dude? I'd much rather grab this first. What is it? A Kagura Suzu. Don't know what that is. A series of bells affixed to a small rod, which are rung by Shinto shrine maidens as they perform ritualistic Kagura dances. No idea. And that is? Ten New Kasashiro. dank is sleepy. Me too, although I do feel like I had a good night's rest last night for the first time in a very long time. What is a Katsushiro? Doll-like objects shaped like humans. They are made of paper or wood and have been employed as tools in Japanese sorcery since ancient times. In Shinto ceremonies known as ohare, Katsushiro are rubbed on ailing parts of the body to absorb the corruption contained within. They're then discarded in a medium like water to complete the purification process. In addition to their cleansing capabilities, Katsushiro can house divine spirits. Those who possess spiritual power can therefore utilize them as a vessel to contain spirits that continue to wander the earth after death. Alright, well they're going to do something, but I don't know what yet. Rainwalker? Yeah, we're seeing those. A type of visitor born from the hearts of those pushed to the points of utter exhaustion by their work. Salarymen. They apply an equally exhaustive approach to their work, robbing the living of their life force. Well, my first question is, if I go back here, what is that? Is that everywhere where I've lifted the fog? Alright, well I guess I'm coming back to these regions. Hello. Once I've done more, like cleared more fog or unlocked new abilities or whatever else. I did read this was sort of open world, but I didn't understand that this is sort of how the open world works. Kitty! We're not really passing the cat. We're just sort of gesturing to it. Alright, so we can interact with the cat at least in a non-hostile way, which means this game is an automatic 10 out of 10. We have passed the nickel. Alright, so I thought that would do more to the fog in the immediate vicinity, but it has not. Maybe just that alley. They're packaging you up. I'll try. Working on it. Yep, try for a perfect block. What is that 87% up there? Locking L1 immediately before an enemy attack lands will trigger a perfect block. A perfect block will parry an attack without taking any damage whatsoever. That's what I was just trying to do. I guess that 87% is the status of that thing. Of the soul. Ah. Hold a Kasashiro out to the spirits.
吸い込まれた。
うまくいったか。あとは近くに公衆電話はないか。
今時そんなもの。
いいから探せよ。
No idea what the camera frame was for. A phone booth? Really? Okay, I'll grab that. Akisawa Shrine. Reward, done that. Area completion, Jizo statues, KK's investigation notes, and Magatama. We need Magatama to unlock skills. Right, there's a phone booth somewhere in there. That's just the main objective description though, it's not saying find a phone booth. I think we all know what that means. Japanese Calendar Encyclopedia Entry 1. Shunbun no Hai. Dates based on lunar Canada? Canada? Fuck? I'm tired. Date based on lunar calendar, but happens around September 23rd. Also called Oheigan and is known as the autumnal equinox in the West. A day when our world and the spirit world are said to be closest to one another. As a result, many families pay a visit to family graves around this time. Registered as a Japanese national holiday. I did not know that. September 23rd. Okay. We're learning. Some of those floating things, we saw those earlier. I heard it. Oh, so I don't see it.
なんだ?
That is a cursed videotape. It's a VHS, which half the chat probably has never seen before in their lives. A tape used to record video footage, once commonly used in Japan to record TV shows and the like. More spirits? There's our phone box, but there's more spirits around here. I can't pat the dog. Never mind, I can. Oh, what a good doggo.
いい子だな。
おい、もう行こうぜ。
No, fuck off, KK. If I can pat the dog, I'm going to pat the dog. They showed that off in one of the very early trailers, the dogs being upset that the people went missing. And that's deeply upsetting to me, but you know. What are these? Yellow ether crystals. As you explore Shibuya, you may occasionally come across shining yellow ether crystals. They will award you with valuable maker when shattered, so be sure to take advantage of them. I mean, that's yen there, but what is maker? I don't know. I just want to spend the rest of the stream patting the dog. You folks be okay with that? Yakuza puffs? Really? Can I go over there? I can later. Alright, let's do what we have to do here, I guess.
あったよ。
受話器を取れ。俺がつなぐ。
何これ？
エドが作った装置だ。そこに片白をかざせ。霧で霊になったやつはこれで外に送れば元に戻るはずだ。
この装置。
I mean, I won't whinge about it because this game stopped making sense a very long time ago. We're using phone boxes to save people. Got us.
"余計なことを。私だけが彼らを救えると言ったはずだ。邪魔をするな。お前は誰も救えない。
It's alright, so I don't even know who I am or really who this disembodied voice in my head is.
なら渋谷中の霊を集めて邪魔してやるよ。
240,300?
道案内の続きだ。有限坂に行くぞ。
That is an extremely large number. One moment, just want to see. Oh, it says 0 of 10 up on the top right there next to my skill points, so we don't lose these. I've already forgotten what they're called. It's like a Shiro. We don't lose them. They just get filled and then we need to drop them off. Spirit transmission device, what the hell? Special devices are scattered throughout Shibuya, hidden inside ordinary telephone booths. These are actually machines that transport the spirits you've absorbed with Katashiro to safely outside the barrier. A friend of KK's named Ed awaits their arrival and will help them become living humans once more. The more spirits you send, the more XP you'll be rewarded with, so try to save as many of them as you can. So if we're playing on the hardest difficulty, there's no point saving them. Got us. Who the hell knows?
ほとんどのことが想定外だ。どうなってるかわからん。
Steep yourself in ceremony. The Japanese tea ceremony displays the proper way to serve matcha tea and entertain guests. Serving tea in this particular fashion originates from a time when the samurai of old learned the ceremony as a form of etiquette. Some tea ceremony masters, like Sendo Rikyu, became prominent figures in politics of the time. Today, it is an integral part of Japanese culture that is enjoyed worldwide. Our school is opening up beginner-friendly tea ceremony classes. Come take part and steep yourself in the ceremony. What you waiting for? Yuriko Kishibe, tea ceremony class instructor. Tea, steep, I get it. Oh hey. Enzan Neon District. Level up. Okay, what have we here?
これって何？
今はいい。先を急げ。
We have not yet unlocked the ability to cleanse that. Okay, we can pat that cat at least. And Sancho, I think we might have done that a bit early, but okay, fine, whatever. Capybara, hey Ben dude. It's like Super Mario Sunshine, I've never played that. I do question though whether we can sneak up on enemies like that and sort of break their necks like that in Super Mario Sunshine. Seems a bit hardcore for Mario, just saying. Okay. So what can I unlock here? We need more skill points to unlock any of these. I can unlock these ones here. Inventory, I'm sure I can't do anything. Well, equipment I can actually. That's increasing the capacity. But no idea if we need to unlock everything as part of the roadmap. I'll take a look later. Increased spirit absorption. That doesn't seem terribly helpful at all. Quick purge on downed enemies. Press L2 when near a downed enemy to activate. So we've seen downed enemies, but I need to be near them. Directly grab and crush enemy cores at close range. Press L2 when near an enemy with an exposed core to trigger. Cannot be interrupted by any enemy attacks. Cannot be interrupted is nice. But that said, it has to be already exposed, so maybe what I do is expose it and then charge them and then go for it. Fast sneaking is nice. Ether appears with strike attacks. That basically recharges my range attacks. Perfect block ether generation. There's a way of increasing the window. I would love that. That's melee related. Oh, never mind. A quick purge on unaware enemies on the ground below you from an elevated position. We haven't seen any sign of that yet. Ground pound. Yeah, I suspect I need to unlock these, and then what we do is we get a bunch of trophies associated with them. Allows you to dodge by pressing L3 while holding left stick in any direction other than forward. That kind of seems useful. Press R2 after performing a perfect block to do a counter. HP restored by enemy core extraction. We've had no problems with HP so far. I think I might go for the dodge. That's roughly the window there. Could be useful. Yeah, there's humans and arms and shit growing out of it. Okay, it's a friendly Neko.
頼りになります。藤山マート。
What do you want to sell me? A humone in my shop, really? I've got lots of good stuff. I can trade Mew for it. Have a look.
片潮があるな。持っている数が多ければ効率的に霊を救えるぞ。珍しいものが売ってるな。
Right, we're going to feed the dog immediately.
キュウリだけ持っていてもな。こういうの意外と買っちゃうんだよな。あ、エンジンがある。好きなんだよな。何か使い道があるのかな。
That can be given to dogs as well, but dog food is specifically designed for dogs, so let me try finding that dog.
無駄遣いするなよ。
分かってるよ。
I've got something for you. But how do I give it to you? Not being immediately prompted, so... It's like a key item. Maybe I should try giving it to a dog. I'm trying, but maybe I can only give it to certain dogs. Or maybe it's find your food bowl. I don't know. Did they only have one for sale? Gotta spend money to make money, so why not spend it here with Meow? God. Yeah, it looks like I can buy as much as I want, so not fully understanding that mechanic at this time. I'm sure it'll make sense soon.
So そこの2階だ。
なんだろこれ。
Some sort of mask, a lion mask, headgear worn when performing lion dances. I'm guessing those are just collectibles.
あ、懐かしいな。
おい、遊んでる場合かよ。
Oh wow, we can play with them. Figures of various characters and objects can be purchased from capsule toy machines scattered throughout Shibuya. Figures can be used in photo mode. I'll take one.
何が当たったんだ。
I guess we need to get all of these, but this is literally gambling. I don't know how much of this content I can show on YouTube. That will do. 3 will do for now, and then I might say scum the rest.
行くぞ。
ここあんたの家？
How much further can we go up? I guess we're going up here later. Oh my god. Not gonna lie, I forgot I had a jump button. Okay, what's in here?
部屋の封印を解除してくれ。
Remove the seal on the door. Is that really necessary? Oh, what? I'm not sure what it's asking me to do here. Alright. So the issue there...
中に何があるんだ?
入ればわかるよ。
One moment, fellas. Yeah, that would have been nice to know a moment ago. Basically, what I was doing is holding left on the stick, then moving it right, then moving it to neutral, and then moving it up. What I had to do was move it left, move it right, then rotate it around to the top, and then move it down. R-stick touchpad form seal, L2 R2 release energy. Bypassing barriers and other obstacles will sometimes require the use of hand seals. To do so, use right stick or touchpad to form the different sides as directed, and then press L2 and R2 to complete. Basically, I moved it left and then right, and then I tried moving it up, but if you move it to neutral and then go up, it doesn't work. You have to actually rotate it. That straight diagonal line is throwing me a bit. And yeah, I did see an option for KK to do it, which indicates, I guess, that other players were having problems. But okay. What's in here? Mission complete. KK. Dog food. Alright, this bathroom's nice, but I don't see anywhere to actually pee and defecate other than the bathtub, and that looks grotty, so... 2 out of 10.
子供っぽいな。アジトって言えよ。
Okay, never mind. That makes a lot more sense. Not sure how I feel about it there being a plant in a... You know what, I've never been to Japanese bathrooms, so I'll shut up. Whoa. Alright. Dude was clearly up to no good in here. Tango-chan, yeah, I saw that. It's a Tango Gameworks icon or figurine. Rest in peace, Tango. I mean, they're not dead yet, but they're close to dead. Handwritten notes. To KK, put the utensils away, throw out the empty food containers, and get the kitchen cleaned up before I get back, you slob. Yeah, that looks almost as bad as mine.
確かに。
お前が代わりにやってくれるか。
やだよ。
Yakuza or something. Yeah, that kitchen's not looking good. Magnetic field instruments. Measurements, rather. Magnetic readings. Location A and B, no change. Location C, upward trend. Location D, no change. Location E, no reading return. Possibly broken? I've got a bad feeling about all of this. I need to contact the others. E. Ed? Guessing that's Ed.
The map の範囲があいつの結界になっている。お前も見ただろう。結界内の霧に触れれば消える。
結界？渋谷にいた人みんな消えたってことか。
消された人間は5万か10万。いや、もっと ことだ。
なんだよそれ。
まあ何人消えようが俺には関係ないがな。ただこのどこかにあいつがいる。お前の妹もな。
どこかって。
I can't pick that one up though. Is that our sister? That most certainly is not. Alright, so what else do we have here? The Silver Kid, a report written by KK regarding a number of disappearances that took place near a manhole. Acquiring this will grant you additional spirit skill points.
これは俺が調べた事件について書かれてる。何かの参考にはなるかもな。
I did read something about side quests. KK investigation notes. KK's old investigation notes are hidden around the map. Finding them will grant you spirit skill points, which are used to upgrade your abilities. List of periodicals. Need all of these ASAP. Thanks, Rinko. Inspecting Underworld Gates. Encyclopedia of Japanese Sorcery. Life and Death, A Cultural History. Instant Noodle Almanac 2020. One of those things is not like the others. Right, my city's under attack as well. Another collectible. The rumor. A round doll said to be modelled after a Buddhist monk that brings good luck when displayed. More dog food. I want to feed the dogs ASAP.
向こうの世界の食べ物だな。俺たちなら食えるぞ。この世の食べ物とは違う効果があるかもな。
Spectral food. Food from the underworld not only restores your health like everyday food, but also grants you a temporary boost to your abilities. The remaining duration of a food item's effect is shown in the gauge displayed in the bottom left corner of the screen. %defense.
これってあんたの本？
うん。ガキの頃にカッパを見たことがあってな。
あんた子供の頃から普通じゃなかったのか。
What does that say? Marichi Basu? Marichi Basu? Don't know what that means. We can use that.
気に入ったか？持っていけ。
こんなものどこで？
職業柄、まあいろいろつてがあってな。
It's a bow.
あんた何者なんだよ。
国の番犬かつはぐれ者のお友達ってところが。
どういう人間かは知らないけど、あんたがまともじゃないってことだけは分かったよ。
And swap between that and our standard weapon.
誰？
仲間だ。
え？
だったと言うべきか。あいつは奪うことをためらわない。俺たちもそうあるべきだった。
戦っていたのか？この人たちと一緒に。
Right, so that guy clearly has a name.
武器も調達できたし、そろそろ行こうか。
The four of them are friends. I suspect Ed is the one on the right, so that's me being stereotypical and whatnot. There's no one wearing a mask there, so the one who's crossed out must have been the guy in the mask. Therefore, KK knows his name. But we don't know what it is yet. No, I want to snip around here, dude. Scheduled memo, 1700 meets Erika at Episu Station West Exit. What is it, Hachiguchi or something? I don't know. Itachi Gucci? I don't know. I know it's something Gucci. I don't think we're finding anything else in here. You can't use the toilets. There's nothing in the bathtub. Alright, let's go. Alright, so I think we know where we have to go. Find and destroy the various source. We can go in here now. We have a timer.
何が起こってるんだ。
結界のせいであの世の干渉が強くなってる。
Whoa.
あの世に押しつぶされる。
That's kind of cool. Can't carry any more of those. Let's put an arrow through us. Okay, equip bow is down. Hold and then release. It does not feel terribly safe, just saying. That was a really cool sequence. And I suspect it's not done yet. Alright, so the timer is 5:24. We need to make a run for it, but that's not going to stop me from looking around and reading. Japanese Calendar Encyclopedia Entry 2. Obon, dates vary, but generally a few days around August 15. A festival for honouring the spirits of departed ancestors. Slow down, random. Obon traces its roots to a legend that it is possible to save those spirits that found their way to hell. It is theorized that the Bon dance, a dance associated with Obon, started as a way to express joy at having saved the dead from a horrible afterlife. There's something else here. I'm looking for collectibles. Okay, it was just that. Let's go. I'm going to make the bold assumption that there's nothing in there. Get up there. Right, this bathroom, I'd give it a 1 out of 10 because it seems very impractical.
Going
down.
している暇はないぞ。
行き止まり。
いや、上に行けそうだ。
It's time to jump. Which one am I going? Probably going through here, correct? I can touch that and it's safe. I'm not taking damage.
なんだ。
近いぞ。周囲をよく探せ。こいつが本体だ。ぶっ壊せ。
間に合った。
やれやれだな。これを仕掛けた奴がいるはずだ。外を調べるぞ。
Timer is off. That's a really cool sequence, really cool effects. Hopefully it's not triggering anyone's epilepsy. If it is, I apologize and please don't send me the hospital bill. Just looking at time, I'll probably call it quits in about 40 minutes at most. I'll try and find a good place to end and then we'll call it. So the guy who set this up, I assume they're on the roof.
よかった。結界は消えている。
まだ近くにいるかもしれない。下に行ってくれ。
Now I'm gonna head up. Alright, never mind. Got lots of camera frames, which I'll never use. I don't have money, so I can't really use that.
誰かいる。違う。いたのか。
お前も見えるのか。よし、俺の言う通りにやってみろ。
Use a spectral vision. Okay, we Batman now to search the area.
これは。
さっきのはこいつの仕業か。追うぞ。
Okay, a lot more of the fog has lifted. Alright, give me anxiety. I can't just follow you without searching all these side areas.
これって。
汚れだ。さっきの力を使って調べてみろ。
I mean, R to it or L to it. Find a way to purge the corruption.
何か見える。
汚れの中心だ。破壊しろ。汚れに囚われていたのか。こういう奴らも多そうだな。
Corruption and spirits. Spirits can sometimes be caught up in unchecked corruption. You can use your spectral vision to uncover the source of the corruption. Once you've destroyed its source and freed the spirits, you can absorb them. Oh, hell. Alright, just like that. I think we've unlocked significantly more portions of the map. How large is this game? Oh no. No, let's not move on. I feel the need to backtrack now and check out all the things that I've missed or that I've unlocked. Although we're being told to follow him, so I don't think I have a choice. way it's guiding me there, that reminds me a lot of Dead Space's marker system or tracker or whatever it's called. I can probably see a Genesis dude. Yeah, got some rare things on sale, stranger. Tango, I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Wrong franchise. I mean, Shinji Mikami did work at Tango, so, you know, I think it is okay. I can see the kitties.
俺たちが追っていることに気づいたのかもな。まあいい。せっかくだから寄り道していこうぜ。この辺りに大きな神社があっただろう。何か役に立つものがあるかもしれない。そこに行ってみるぞ。
神社にそんなものがあるとは思えないけど。
わからないぜ。今使っている弓だって神社で見つけたんだ。
盗んだのか？
さあ、どうだろうな。
That seems unlikely. Finding a professional bow like that inside a shrine for someone to just steal is unlikely. Clearing the fog. Akito and KK realize that the fog has grown thicker since they entered the hospital. Spirits now roam the streets of Shibuya. Akito makes use... Is it Akito or Akito? I think it's Akito. Akito makes use of his new powers from KK, discovering how to clear away the fog. He also learns how to make use of some Kasashiro found at a shrine to send spirits safely out of the city where they can be saved. Keen to find further information about the man in the Hatnya mask and the whereabouts of his sister, Akito heads off with KK towards KK's safe house. And now I've got a maze of death. No sooner have Akito and KK enter the safe house than a barrier materializes around the entire apartment building, trapping them inside. Akito and KK manage to escape and then attempt to follow the trail left behind by the perpetrator, hoping to catch up to him. Inspect for hidden things. So this is not just a questing. It is literally detective vision. Mid-air dodge. What else we got here now? Sneaking. I think I will go with this. Because we can see the cats. And if we can see the cats, we can likely see a lot more. I could read your thoughts. The kitty's in a bad mood. I bet if I ask the dog won't be in a bad mood. Shrine litter notice. If you're caught littering or dumping trash around our sacred shrine, you will be charged a full consecration fee for the preparation of your own gravesite. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty hardcore. Shit, there's so much stuff I've just unlocked. I've completely lost the track of where the apartment was, and I'm going to need to consult the map. What are all those black shadows I keep seeing? Right, so I should be able to do something about this. You can't tell me that stopped me from getting in there. The other one was over here, wasn't it? Yeah. So I assume everything that's lighting up here is everything that I'm capable of interacting with. Which means I think that unlocking the increased range as the next skill is going to be a top priority. Yeah, I had a feeling we were at max. Right, this well and truly just turned into an Ubisoft game. We get money for that as well. Okay.
エドは人と話すのが苦手なんだよ。
We get some money, we get a lot of XP for it. If I do need to obtain all of the capsule toys, I might need to look at a guide to see the best way of doing that, because I'm worried about the amount of money that we don't have. And I can see, for example, this place is going to get much larger. It's going to expand in sort of centric circles or whatever as we continue to unlock the area through the main quest. Oh boy, okay. Can I not do something about this dog? I really want to feed this dog. Are you hungry? I can talk directly to the dog. What are you thinking about? Dad, where'd you go? Oh no. Thanks, game, I hate it. Let's give him some food. Thanks, mister. That was so good, thanks a lot. I do. Alright, so that dog is done. That dog gave us money for feeding him. If only the dogs that I knew in the real world did that. I would be a billionaire, chat, just saying. Are those spirits or motorcycles? Alright, well, hope they can actually jump out of here. If not, I'm in real trouble. Uh-oh. I can probably make that. Am I near the hospital? That's a Tory. This also highlights collectibles and things. Okay.
妙なものはあるな。
A kokeshi, a type of cylindrical doll produced in the Tohoku region of Japan. I've never been to Japan, so I have no idea how to pronounce this stuff. Let me smash those while I'm here. I understand what those are now.
早くは持たない。引き返せ。
I saw those earlier, but I couldn't grab them, and I still can't grab them, I think. Never mind. Let's upgrade Detective Vision once more. That's 15. That's as much as it can go to, and then... do I want to proceed with the next quest for now?
いい感じじゃねえか。
I don't think so. What I might do is just look around a bit more, grab whatever I can, and then I might call it into the stream. Today needs to be a short one because I do have stuff to do offline. Japanese Cultural Essentials Volume 1. Next time you're on a mountain road or even in a town, see how many Jizo statues you can spot. Their red bibs make them easy to locate. No one knows for certain where Jizo's red bib originated, but one theory is that it became stained with blood while he was suffering in hell in place of humanity, in order to protect humans from punishment for their various crimes. Another theory suggests it's simply meant to represent farming attire, since Jizo was also known to help with farm work. No matter which theory you believe, now you'll never be able to look at Jizo statues the same way again. True. Right, so where's this cat? This nickel. I get the creeps sitting under the cherry blossom trees. I missed that. This place used to feel nice and cozy, not anymore though. I wouldn't hang around here if I were you. Tell me about the cherry blossoms. Under the cherry blossom trees at this park for some reason. What's, park? I don't see a park around here. Another dog. Yeah, I've got no idea where I am. I sort of do, but I haven't explored this area at all.
おい、死ぬ気か。やめろ。
What about you? No, 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 get out of there. I'm enjoying patting the dog, but it's killing me in the process.
無理するな。戻れ。
Alright, you're gonna have to wait. Jeez, game. Let's grab one of those. Konpaito, small round pieces of star-shaped hard candy. Candy will absolutely make me feel better. That doesn't help me because I need to get close to it. Okay, I couldn't go up here earlier. I think. I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, that was most unexpected. Can I even get across there?
あいつ
気をつけろ。体がでかいだけ。
命が何個あっても足りないな。
Okay, I'm dead. I can't get out of that.
びっくりした。死んでも落ちるのは怖えんだよ。
ごめん。
That's within the fog, so I can't make the jumps in that building and take those dudes on. This game has some verticality to it. Damn it. A dream of flying. In my dream, I was flying through the air, soaring high above the ground. I saw Kigiri below me. I was amazed that I was actually flying. I saw it so clearly. The rooftop of Kigiri. Then I woke up. Something didn't quite add up though. I've been near Kigiri before, but I've never been inside. And I've definitely never been on top of it. I have no clue what it's supposed to look like up there. And yes, I saw it in my dream. As real as can be. I can't get over this feeling. It's like I was really up there. Alright, I don't see the building around here. Yeah, I'm completely lost now, to be very clear. I've got no idea where I am, where I came from, or what I'm doing. Okay, I recognise that corridor at least. What about you? What's your story? What are all those black shadows? Okay, maybe you're saying similar things to what I've seen before. I sort of recognise this area. If I go this way, we should run into the apartment building. That's the capsule machine. I could have sworn I opened those up earlier, so maybe that's resetting. It looks like it's in the fog though. There, lose my voice.
あいつを使えばビルの上に行けそうだな。
びっくりした。
案外うまくいくもんだ。妖怪も使いようだな。
Especially as we're landing somewhere which is not foggy. We've had experiences with that already. Grappling and gliding, you can move through the air by making use of your grapple and glide abilities. Grapple, extend a wire onto a Tengu and use it to rapidly pull you into the air. Hold L2, aim at a Tengu, and then press X to grapple. Glide while high up in midair, press and hold X to glide for a short time. You can set your glide control to hold or toggle in options. When set to toggle, you can press circle to descend. So at the moment we hold it. They don't seem overly hostile this time, which is incredible. Although these do, whatever they are. What are those things? Oh my god, there's so much stuff here. I am not reading all this. Might have a look at the characters though. Enemies. Okay, these are here. Students of misery, schoolgirls, literally. A type of visitor born from the anxieties of young female students. They are quick to act and attack with merciless tenacity. We've seen those. Wanderers, that's what we just took out. A type of visitor born from the desire to run away. Inside it lies only a void. It floats in the air and attacks from above. Tengu is a mystical variety of yokai believed to reside deep within Japanese mountains. They are possessed of exceptionally high spiritual power, and any number of mysterious incidents in the mountains are often attributed to Tengu influence. One such incident is known in Japanese as Tengu Daoshi, roughly translated as a Tengu fall. This involves a tree being heard falling in the middle of the night, only for there to be no evidence of such an event having taken place. Likewise, sudden instances of rocks raining down on people are referred to as Tengu Supute or Tengu Pebbles. While such tales make Tengu both feared and respected as quite capable of harming humans, there are also tales of the creatures imparting knowledge of martial arts to those humans they take a liking to. Minamoto no Yoshitsune, a famous 12th century military commander, is said to have learned swordsmanship from the Kurama Tengu inhabiting Kyoto's Mount Kurama. Still, other legends suggest humans transforming into Tengu, for example, Buddhist priests who have grown arrogant or resentful in life. After passing, those so fallen may find themselves in Tengudo, a realm inhabited by the creatures. This has resulted in an expression in Japanese referring to haughty individuals as turning into Tengu. Is any of this real? I have no idea. Nekomata. In Japanese folklore, cats who live for a long time can sometimes gain spiritual power. Their tails then split into two and they transform into a type of yokai known as a Nekomata. The name itself has a partly ambiguous etymology. While Neko itself means cat in Japanese, the mata can be written and interpreted using different kanji, although generally it refers to the dual tails that they sport. Their spiritual power allows them to understand human language and continues to become stronger over time. However, Nekomata aren't entirely benign creatures and in fact have sometimes been known to attack humans. The Maigetsuki, a diary written by Fujiwara Sadi between the 12th and 13th centuries, describes a Nekomata who appeared one night and devoured 7 or 8 unfortunate souls. Questions abound regarding why these mystical felines have decided to set up shop in Shibuya, though at least one theory suggests they're trying to save up Mika to buy some nether catnip. Here's the animals. Unlike humans, animals have not vanished. They live and continue to roam the streets of Shibuya. You can use spectral vision to communicate with any local critters and see what they have to say.
これでまた霧が消えた。
ああ、助けを求める霊の声が聞こえてくる。助けてやろうぜ。
Yeah, I'll stop shortly. Exploring further with side missions. In addition to progressing through the main story, there are a number of side missions available throughout the city. These missions involve various activities, including supernatural investigations involving yokai and helping lost spirits. They are not linked to main mission progression. Starting location for side missions can be reviewed on the map menu. I've been told I need to do all of these according to the guide. Ay, how large is this game? Right, we've made our way there. Let's go some more paper dolls. Handicraft Nekomasa. This stall is run by a Nekomasa in search of rare items. Some shops of this type also sell rare items, including KK's investigation notes, Makatama, and more. For now though, I think I'll take more paper dolls. Or Kasashiro. Yeah, I'm sort of getting the feeling that what I need to do is roam the map, get to the shrines if I can, and unlock the map, and then we just do all of the collecting and all the side missions and whatever else. File number 88, a recording left behind by a certain scientist discussing family and cats. No idea what that's for. Japanese calendar encyclopedia entry number 3. Kanazuki around October, the 10th month in the traditional Japanese lunar calendar. The middle character of kanji for Kanazuki was initially used just for its sound instead of its meaning. This should be nothing to write home about, except that while the pronunciation should mean month of the gods, the kanji themselves read the month without gods. Further complicating this is the fact that it is the month the Shinto gods are said to convene at the Izumo Taisha shrine. So it can be interpreted both as either, it can both be interpreted, So it can be both interpreted either as the gods coming together for this month, or as the gods leaving their usual homes, thus making it a month when they are absent. Weird. Need to make my way to a shrine over there. And there's a bunch more torii gates along the way. Right, so if I let go of X, we plummet down and I can't appear to press it again. What is this? Jizo statues, although I don't see the red bib. L2, pray to Jizo statue. Praying to Jizo statues will permanently raise your maximum SP, the energy required to perform ethereal weaving. Yeah, I thought I had a pretty good idea of the map up to a certain point, and the moment we left the apartments, it's opened up and I've officially got no idea where the hell I am. That's not the right button. This lock auto break easy. You're trying to steal the bikes, dude. As far as I'm concerned, you can stay here. What are these round icons? Tengu. No, fast travel. I don't think so, but that's telling me... You know what, let me go back No, let me not go back there because I can see that if I zoom out, that shrine is covering this area. You can see that little blue outline. So I assume that we've done 12% of the spirits in that area and we're missing 3 collectibles. Whereas this one that we just unlocked, I don't think there's any point going up to this yet because there's so much of the area that's still covered in fog. Look at time. I might try this mission very quickly. I'll mark it as waypoint, see what that does. 7,500 Mika, that's huge. Approximately 1,000 spirits. I've got no idea how that's working because it says there's a very hard cap, like 240,000 spirits that we need to transfer. But the numbers we're getting are weird, like they're not round numbers. And that's saying about 1,000 disturbs me. Alright. What do you think about? The fog means trouble. Let's feed you.
ほら。お腹減ってたのか?
Oh man, I really needed that. Give me your money. Yeah, so I just stockpile dog food and feed the dogs and we'll make some money, I guess. What building? Oh, that's new. What, may I ask, was that? A paper doll, a type of visitor born from a life spent maintaining a vapid facade, empty smiles ever at the ready. They spread the very same negative energy they have been forced to bear. Alright, change of plans. I don't think I'll start this quest tonight. Let me just clear out this area and then we'll call it. I should be back online tomorrow if you're watching on Switch and YouTube. Thank you for the reminder. I appreciate it. Excuse my words. I can't appear to cleanse this corruption though. I'm not seeing the that was freaky. I'm not seeing the points that I need to strike. Ah. Yeah, to finish, what I'll do is I'll absorb some spirits and then use the phone box. Like that phone box right there, for example.
ちだ。ま、こんなもんか。
Not going in there. Whoa. There is something deeply disturbing about me beating up schoolgirls. Or at least that's what I think. This area looks familiar. I think. Maybe. No. Yes. No. Maybe. Don't know. That looks like a Jizo statue, but can I reach it? I can. Alright, so that will do. Yukinsaka Junction, I did not mean to find that. So let me just... Can I outrun these guys? I love the way the lights change color. That's a really cool effect. There's a ton of icons around here which represents the apartment, I guess. Alright, let's dial these in and then I think we'll call it for today. Translator's note, Oni-chan means brother. 240,300 spirits transferred, we're less than 1%. Yeah, look at that. Look at that up on the top right there, underneath our synergy level and the skill points 15. Yeah, I don't know whether to do the side quest now and then progress to the main quest or what. I don't know if there's a optimal way of doing this or not, but I can see that what we need to do is unlock the map, which honestly looks massive. And then we just wander around collecting up all the spirits, collecting up all the Jizo statues and all of the other collectibles and whatnot. I really thought we'd be able to put that cursed videotape into a VHS, but no. I think that's the game just saying that VHS is no longer a viable technology. What can I unlock here? We can glide for 2 seconds. 5 seconds with a Magatama. What about combat? Okay, so that's for all charged ethereal weaving attacks, not just wind like this. So I think what I'm going to do is unlock that. That seems like it might be a good choice. And the rest is unlocked by progressing through the story. Then we can unlock the upgrades, I assume. Not using the bow yet. Oh, look at that on the right though. We took him out with 1 arrow. Yeah, let's unlock that and then I think we'll call it. I'll do some research on the trophy guide to see exactly what's involved, whether we need to unlock all skills, return all 240,000 spirits, or whatever else is involved. So I'll do some research on that and then come back and let you know what I've learned. I can grab those now because the fog has sort of cleared. One moment. You don't look like a happy dog. You okay? What are your thoughts? Come on. Right, let me do that first. What are you thinking about? Should stay far away from any flocks of crows you see. Why?
よし、お食べ。
Thanks for the food.
慌てずに食べな。
What are you talking about? I didn't eat anything. Bloody dog. So yeah, the one thing I don't know is how to determine whether we've fed the dogs already. I might still look that up, although we weren't getting another option to feed them, but I do wish there was a quick way we could tell if we fed the dogs or not. How do I get back over there? Like so. Let's dial them in and we'll call it there. Not like that. R2 as the interact button is really screwing with my head. And by R2 I mean L2. Right, I see the autosave popped up, so let's stop playing there. Quick thoughts on this. I'm enjoying it a lot. Don't know how much steam it'll have, but we'll see how we go. I can see it's going to devolve into a bit of a collectathon at the end, and that's fine. I don't mind those. But I'm interested to see where the story is going to go at least, so yeah. Enjoying what I've seen so far. Alright, that'll do for now. I'll be back later this week with some more Ghostwire Tokyo. We'll make some more progress and work on this backlog. I'll see you then.